Talk, this one represent by Never Tired. This is a roots wine, fully natural, no additives, no preservatives, no, just straight natural. It have cheney root, saucy perla, peanut trash, bro, all of the best root. Baba roots are active again, When you need some, these are the best replacement,
Yo, Valentine's Day just gone, man.
Believe.
All man who buy this for them Valentine's Day, them woman happy with
Believe,
them,
man. Yeah, man. A couple orders go well, man. And the feedback, we heal the sick, but we not raise the dead. So we can help you, but you have help yourself.
Yeah.
Don't feel like say, oh, we did, But, all right, so we are active with another Coin Talk Zine. We have Abraham right here, digital marketer, realtor. The list is very, very long, so instead of me there out here and make a mistake or anything, just I will give him the opportunity to introduce himself. He's gonna give you a little bit of insight as to what he does. He's gonna give you an insight as to his journey. There's a lot we're gonna speak about. So, Abraham, just want your blessings with Kanekan,
Yeah.
Yeah, I give the youths them even older than us some inspiration, some insight to things that some people may not be knowledgeable about. You get me? This guy has a lot of experience. Only for 9 to 5 in this, so you know the system. You see
Yeah.
me? So just let them know.
All right, so I'm Abraham. On Instagram, you might know me as Abraham underscore 876, and TikTok is 876 underscore Abraham. So I'm a digital marketer and a realtor. I've had successful campaigns with over 50 companies in the last 11 months. Successful digital marketing campaigns, that is. I've helped companies scale massively. For example, I have companies that I've helped in the last quarter gain over $300,000 in US dollars in revenue as an in the first 3 months. So I mean, I've had some success in the digital marketing realm. I'm also a realtor at RCI Realty Plus JA. And yeah, so Didi did say I have a lot of experience with 9 to 5. And that's coming from a place because where I'm at a point where I'm helping persons learn how to make money online and make money in some innovative ways other than the 9 to 5 grind. You get me?
Makes sense.
So, and it started where I really work more 9 to 5 in my life than most people work in them life, you see me? So it started off as a salesman. I was a salesman initially in my college days. And I was working at a financial institution. I was selling credit cards at first. And I was really good at it. I was a top sales agent every single month, and it would buy a landslide. So if I make 100, I get 100 sales, the rest of them would I get like 30. You see me? So from there, I was still in college, so I did kind of stop that for focus on college, and then I did go back in for the summer, one of the summer them, and I did like get an internship position in insurance. So after that, before I did finish college, I think no, when I finished college, me did go back and me did apply for that same position in sales for credit cards. I did get it, but I did get it in like February. But before, we know say graduate in November, so I was like, shit, how did it take so long for answer me back? So I did go so boom now and apply. And I work at a call center in the interim. And at the call center, I was also the top agent. I was agent for the week. So anywhere I go, I perform. That's the first thing. So yeah, I learned a lot from the whole call center experience. I learned a lot about customer service. The thing is also people, you might be working a fucking shit job and that's fine. But it's just it's a perception thing. Because I've worked more shit jobs than you have. I don't know you, but I know that. And at every shit job that I've had, there are some very important things that I learned. Like at the call center, I learned customer relationship management. So it's just simple things like scheduling your follow-ups, how you talk to customers, and having a chat flow, a conversation flow. That I take that information and mix it with my sales experience. You see, I was good at sales before, but you see, when I take that information and I bring it over into the sales position again, I was twice as good, right? Another thing that I do is read a lot of books based on what field I'm pursuing. So I read a lot of sales books, and no one else was doing that because everyone just doing our work because they need money. I was doing jobs, yeah, because I needed money as well, but it's a learning experience and
To
it's a
build a
tool.
career, basically.
Yeah. All right, that was a tangent. Back to the 100 job that I've had. So I was in sales. After I was a salesman,
Yeah.
I go back in that sales job. I did get a promotion, but the promotion they put me in the office, which I fucking hate, bro. Like in the office, 8 hours a fucking day looking at a computer screen, bro. And more while like which part of the office did there, you could have seen the ocean. And every day I say, bum buckle, I'm forgot and go beach, you know. But I'm stuck in the office, dog. And you know what?
Wait. Which office was this?
Me not really want to say this financial institution name.
But the ocean view.
Ocean View. All right, so yo,
See, I look for ribbies and them thing, and money will beat them fish and lobster.
and you just there do work, computer screen to blood clot. Yo, so what you know now? Yeah, dog, that they just drain the life out of me, dog. You know, a lot of people say them don't like the 9 to 5 thing because you have to ask permission for go bathroom.
Yeah.
That is stupid. Like you're 12 years old, right? And a lot of these positions that you do in the 9 to 5 world, it's not necessary. You can do that from your yard. Cause every day I go to work and I'm like, yo, you know, so I could do this from home. I don't have to come into office to do this every day. Yeah, and just all of that was a waste of time. Somebody flag off fire and go work. I was working in a warehouse.
How long?
A little while. I was working in a warehouse and I realized that yo, although I'm supposed to I make X amount of money, the dog them it like them they rob up the thing, you see me? So even though you make more money than you're making at Jamaica, you're not making as much money as you're supposed to. And then would that make it seem like when you ask for your money, them make it seem like you didn't make so much money X place. You know them way, bro.
Yeah.
Like say you're not supposed to ask about your money and them thing there. I'm left. And they go work in our kitchen as a cook. Yeah, I work as a cook and I did work at our restaurant as well.
Server.
Nah, like a next kind of cook. Kind of different.
Prep cook.
Yeah, somebody work in them two field there. And yeah, I did come back and I work in a next sales position. That was my favorite job. As you know, obviously, I love sales. But I was doing that in the meantime that I was getting my real estate license and I was go back. I was doing a digital marketing course as well. So I was just doing them job there and just getting experience and making some money. So how it did go now, like, you see when I reach back to Jamaica, things they get really hectic. I mean, I say, yo, I really have to press on and try to really make something happen. So my days were like, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and outreach. So my days would start like this. Wake up, dip on my phone, may I text client. Oh yeah, a next job that I'll do. I did find out about this side hustle called user-generated content. It's a part of digital marketing. So what user-generated content is like, you know, like you have an influencer. It's like influencer marketing, except influencers post content on their page, while UGC is you creating that same video and the brands post it on their page or they use it to make ads. So I was doing user-generated content. Yeah, that time I wasn't so good. And it's a US market. It's mostly North American markets that this is targeted towards. So you know, so I have to learn off with twang and them thing there. And yeah, so in the mornings, 4 a.m. I wake up, outreach, then I have to go work for like 7 o'clock. All when me there work more while me there talk to client and them thing there and I get work and them thing there. And then after work, 5 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock, then I go gym. Because you know, say I never just want to be rich. I dey want rich and have my time, money, health, and my looks. And sense. You see me? So like yeah. So I go so boom now and go gym until like I try to go like 2 hours now. I did them time that I was doing 1 hour in the gym. And then I go for like class. Cause remember me I study real estate and I do digital marketing course and them thing there. So like after like 7, 8 o'clock, I have to study. And you see like after my study, I have to actually do the work them like for UGC. I have to actually do them work there. So like I try to go sleep like 10 o'clock. Cause you see them time them I couldn't really stay up too late. Cause me that just fuck myself. Yeah, me that crash out. So like yeah, so Go sleep 10 o'clock, wake up 4 o'clock, and me dep on a strict time frame, straight through.
What was your diet like in that time?
Okay. My diet. I mean, I did try my best for like monitor what I eat still enough for sure. Um, I did make sure I eat breakfast. I make sure I eat lunch. My diet was like breakfast. I actually eat good food, like I eat vegetables and my proteins, chicken and anything there. Like no, I eat good food. And at lunch I make sure so I choose the healthier things. Like I eat sweet potato. I love sweet potato. My greens, my vegetables, like chicken. Yeah, I try to eat proper.
The reason why I'm asking that question is because oftentimes people say that because they're busy, they don't tend to eat properly.
That's an excuse. I don't think people make time for what is important to them.
True.
Because all the time, for example, people say that them don't have enough time for like go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Look at I told you what my schedule was like. I didn't know what I also learned is that if you don't have any money, you must have more time than everybody. If you're broke, there's no way you cannot have time. Because everybody in the world have the same 24 hours. But somehow there's this brown guy on the internet with muscles that's handsome and he have more money than you. He has millions of dollars and he's going places in his career with hundreds of thousands of people, probably millions because companies use me in them ads. So millions of people see this brown guy's face every day. He manages to work like 3 different jobs because you're a digital marketer, you're a realtor, and you do content creation. You do 3 jobs, you have millions of dollars, you're more popular than most of you, and you have a good body. So if you have no money and you don't have any time, you're lazy.
I mean,
And you're making excuses.
wait, I agree with you for most of it, but wouldn't you agree that not everyone have the same reality?
That's true, Not everyone have the same reality.
And wouldn't you agree that the mindset that you may have, or how you develop the mindset to can make these sacrifices, not everyone was a part of certain environment to take on to these traits.
What I realized also, one thing that pushed me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I see persons that have way less than me become way more than me. So no people have like a self-defeating mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody reality different, but you can have 2 twin brothers with an alcoholic father, and one of them become successful,
Mm-hmm.
straight and narrow. And somebody might ask him, how you become like that? And he might say, because I see what my father was, so I don't want to be like that. The next man might be an alcoholic, and he asks him why. Because I see what my father was. So you know what? Environment is a big factor in it.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, you see, young men, you have a responsibility to take your future into your own hands because you're responsible for yourself. You need to be accountable for yourself.
True.
You need to be accountable. If you want to be a man with any kind of value, you need to be accountable. No matter what happens to you, you just need to take responsibilities and say it's my fault. You cannot control everything that happens to you,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to change your mindset and says, damn, this never happened to me. This happened because of me. If you're driving and your car crashed today, I drive out the studio location and my blind spot, there was a concrete pillar and it hit my car and it dented. So, what am I going to complain? We just go through it and say, dog, that's expensive, Then I say, yeah, complain now, go do nothing. And we just find somebody who know the price and we just have to sort it out. But me not gonna say, oh, that happened to me. Boom, boom. Oh, wait. No, it happened because of me. Because I could have looked first. I could have wait. I could have do a lot of things different. I could have parked somewhere else before. If your car crash, you could have said, oh, Dano, this happened to me. No, dog. You could have leave out earlier. You could have leave out later. You just have to take accountability.
True. And the sad reality about it is that when you try to come up with these excuses or try to find a solution as to why this happened to you, you tend to dig deeper into the problem. Because, for example, what if you really did come out earlier? You might be would have probably that dead instead of actually can think about why. You get your message. So, as I say, self accountability is very, very, very much important. And as I say, I strongly believe that your environment plays a major role in terms of your decision making. um, I would say coming from the inner city, growing up through the inner city, as you said, I have experienced people who have made it from certain circumstances versus people who have, succumb to their circumstances and
Mhm.
become what their environment is showing them. You get me? But for you, what do you think about like the people, like for example, what are some of the things that you tell someone that's in a certain environment, seeing certain things, I mean like they basically don't know any better. Like how would you help them to escape this mindset? Or what are some of the things they think they
Ah.
can do to escape this mindset?
You see what I say all the time when persons want to make more money? All right, you need to understand that money is an outcome and there's a process behind it. So you can't want an outcome before you fulfill the steps in the process. So, for example, on my journey, and I know a lot of persons have similar journeys, it's stages. First, you have to build a mindset. As I said, you need to be accountable first. You need to be self-aware. So you need to first dig into your trauma. You need to unlearn toxic behaviors. You need to unlearn all the fuckery programming that our society puts into us. And then you need to know, learn more productive and healthy thought patterns and behavioral patterns. So you need to first become self-aware and self-accountable. Once your mind is unfogged with fuckery, then you can now say, okay, you find your purpose. And finding a purpose, you can't find a purpose. Well, it's going to be much harder to find a purpose
I have
if
a
you.
follow-up question for that when you finish.
You're going to be harder to find a purpose if your mind is clouded with fuckery. So now, that's now when you know yourself, you can now experiment and see different things and different avenues. That's now when you go in your research phase. Your research phase and find out all these jobs and see what works. You have pages like my Instagram and TikTok pages. Information is free, and we live in a point in time where we have more access to information than ever before. So most people just go use them phone for TikTok and YouTube and fuckery. But you see, if you really try, you are gonna find something that work, bro. And you see, once you find something that work, that is now this part of the process where you dig in and you work hard and you put in your hours of work and you really put in the work and you create your own value. You become very competent. So once you're competent at something, that is now the part where you can say, okay, networking time. So you use your competence, say you have a skill, then that's where you do your outreach now. Because you know you're good at something, you're going to reach out to persons to work with them, network with them, share your skills, make them share them knowledge. That's how you're going to grow. You see me? But it's not a thing where you're not good at anything, you don't know who you are or what you're about, and expect to just make money. You see me? Because that's an outcome and it's a process that precedes it.
Okay, so what about passion? Because a lot of the times with us, we basically grow into certain passions. Like we say, some people obsessed with football, some people may obsessed with track, some people may obsessed with learning new information to become a doctor or a lawyer.
Mm.
However, sometimes their passion is not something that can be fruitful to provide for them and their families, right?
Mm.
So my question to you is, can your passion make you broke?
Your passion can make you broke or it can make you rich. I feel like anything that you do, you can make a lot of money from it because I do marketing. I'm not saying that obviously I have a long way to go in a
Mm-hmm.
lot of realms of life, but I'm okay. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable, right? So there's a lot of persons that do marketing and they're not nowhere, and there's a lot of persons who do marketing that's a lot better than me because it's a
Mm-hmm.
saturated field.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like anything that you do, you can scale, right? But there's a lot of factors in it. Like as I said, your competence,
Mm-hmm.
huge factor. Your network, another huge factor. I believe like once you start really researching and networking, because for example, Jamaica, you might look on it and say, "Damn, there's no opportunities here," and blah blah blah. It's very limiting.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah,
That's the
it's very
biggest
limiting.
misconception I feel like everybody have.
But it's very limiting. But it's still the more you dive deep, is the more you realize, bro, you can literally do anything. You
Facts.
can literally do anything, you see me? Yeah, so all right. So just to really answer the question more concise, I feel like your passion can make you money or it can make you broke. It's just how you go about the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how your strategy. But more than passion, I don't think that anything that you're going to do for the rest of your life, it shouldn't be backed by emotion, right?
Makes
Because
sense.
making money is kind of boring if you really
Yeah,
meditate.
because it become repetitive.
You're doing the same stuff over and over. And you see, if you're passionate about something, if you go do the same thing over and over again, you can get bored. So I don't think you need to like focus on what you're passionate about.
Hmm.
I'd just say, all right. So when persons come to consult with me and ask me about career advice, I find out their strengths, their weaknesses, the opportunities in the markets, and the threats. So I give them a SWOT analysis. And then after I break down that, I figure out what they've done before, right? What they've experienced in and what they're good at, and then what they're passionate about. So it's just an intersection of all of those factors that I make you say, okay, but passion alone and emotion alone not gonna really take you nowhere because emotions fade. But you see, if anything, as I said, do anything that you're good at and that you can see yourself doing for 10 years, every single day, whether it's boring, whether it's fun, is it me? If you can create a habit out of it, that's how you know it can be successful.
Where do you draw the line? How do you know when my passion really and truly nah cut it? Like it nah make me who I want to be. Like how do you draw the line? Because for example, my always I go relate to football because
Mm.
obviously I used to play ball. There are some people that are so passionate about the game that even with age they are not letting go and they
Mm.
don't own anything. They
Mm.
can barely provide for themselves, they can barely provide for them family the family. So what are some of the things that you'd advise them to, like if a youth a say might take up track for example, right?
Alright.
I say yo, the competition, track is an individual sport.
Mm.
He's passionate about it, he maturing hard, everything, but he just not get the results and time I catch up on him, age I catch up on him.
Mm.
Now make no money, him just basically did it.
Alright.
Like how you that
Uh-huh.
advise him when to draw the line?
I can relate to that because me and a man I used to go to school together, and I probably don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to the music. Bro, I probably shouldn't have said this because I don't really want to encourage nobody. But we used to some of the time them school will cut out letter off early and sometimes we used to just call school and go studio, isn't it? Yeah, crazy. Well, me have my degree and me have multiple certifications now, so those call school. School is important.
Mm-hmm.
But
You
yeah,
did pass all most of the
obviously,
subject,
like my
yeah.
pass while I'm a subject then
Yeah.
still. So yeah, but me just I said that was a passion of mine. Music. I used to go at it, go at it, go at it. I wasn't bad. I was the best. I was a great writer, not the best at delivering. But me realize that one, me I go studio every day and it take out my money and like it was not pouring into me. I wasn't getting results after a set amount of time. And like, say when you're 19, you think, right, if me at 21 right now, I'm not getting results from this. My old man.
Mm-hmm.
Music is a young man's game anyways. So yeah, I wasn't getting any results. I was doing it for years. Some people would have just continue. But you see, when I start explore different avenues and learn a lot about a lot more industries, as I said, you have phases.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in my self-discovery phase, I realized there's a lot of ways how to make money. This is probably important to say. Why was I passionate about music? Because I thought music would have given me this lifestyle that I'm looking for. Most persons are motivated by a couple of things. One is money. Two is
Probably a mentor or just say
mm,
an idol or something.
no, it's a word that I'm looking for. But in the meantime, yeah, I mean, money is a big factor, but status, yes, status. So I thought
Definitely.
that music would have given me a certain status, but yeah, I did actually. Some people, when me say I live a certain life,
Yeah,
I
idolism.
realize that yeah, I used to look up to musicians, but as I get older, I realize that they're too. Me, I live a lifestyle we're too close to them, and I also get experience in the world and realize, yo, you don't have to do music to live a certain lifestyle. As I say, it's not like I have a long way to go, but like me, I travel often, relatively often, like every couple of months. And but if I'm not flying out in Jamaica, my job enables me to like I getting paid to go to the beach, I getting paid to stay at villas and do things that are fun, isn't it? So I probably live a actually better life than enough of the artists, them, man. You see me? So them little things that make you realize that why are you passionate about this? When I realize that there's other avenues to get the same result, then I can say, okay, yeah, the music thing never makes sense. So if you're passionate about something, you need to really consider why are you passionate about it
Mm-hmm.
and what else can get you that same result and what are you actually good at and competent at. Even if, and the next thing about this whole music thing and sports, you have to also realize that talent is a significant proportion, but most of these are businesses. And being talented, being a good talent, and being a good business person are completely different
Different thing.
things.
100%.
So unless you're going to be the talent and have a good business person or a good company backing you, the chances of you really succeeding are very low. You see me? So yeah, mentorship. You need mentorship. You need funding. You need business sense, and you need talent
In order to pursue
in order to make sense in a life, dog.
naturally. So we doing your digital marketing, doing real estate,
Mm.
um, along the lines, how did you and Pajama start working together?
So Pajama is an amazing guy. Now this guy, so we have mutual
Man,
friends.
smile, you know, smile
Yo,
big.
Pajama one real you dog. I'm a dog, and I'm a closest dog. Then. Yo, so if they see me I do my thing, and we have mutual friends and social. We have mutual friends.
Mm-hmm.
There's this group named 876 Invest. It's a community of persons who are interested in like building their financial future. So a lot of persons are in this group in all sorts of fields. Trading, real estate, marketing, anything. You see,
Where can the people find it?
they can go.
Is it
It's
like
a
a
WhatsApp group. It's not a closed thing. The only thing I think them closing it off because there's a lot of members in there but not talk or participate.
okay?
So yeah. So you can check out 876 Invest on Instagram, but it's a WhatsApp group. You can David Nunes. I think it's 876 Nunes, his name. Or Nunes 876. Do no research. And if you're doing him, you're supposed to you can ask him if it makes sense, if you can join the group. But yeah, so like I in the group and somebody did post. Him usually repost the thing them on my post, my TikTok, because now I inspire people and teach them stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like him usually repost it. And like one of the time them somebody post my video in the WhatsApp group and ask him if it legit. That's me telling persons you can open a bank account, a US bank account from Jamaica and yeah, and blah blah blah. And them ask if it real and dog them I
No
say
blah
yeah.
blah blah. We want the information.
All right.
That is why we're here.
All right.
I mean, we're gonna put
We,
the link and so
yeah.
forth to the video
So
and so forth,
all
but you
right.
know, just a little bit of insight.
Yeah, that video in particular, I was telling people that you can open a US bank account from Jamaica online and you get like over 400,000 views, right? So, like, somebody posted it in the 876 Invest group and asked if it's true. And the dog them say, yeah, it's true. And he's actually a part of the group. And yeah, so like, there was exposure between, because I did say Pajama, Pajama was the only one that was giving away a Benz in the pandemic. So, yo, we kind of exposed to each other work. So one day, I must get a call from Pajama. I think I did get a call from him. And this guy was like, yo, I have this thing named Pro Traders Fund. Yeah, yo, I can make you millions. I saw the man going, yo, yeah, go get rich and make you millions of dollars. And I say, yo, I kind of never really want to get sucked in and into anybody else's project because I was just building myself. And I never really want to go back into a thing where like I work for
I have
somebody.
an answer to that person.
Yeah, but like we find a middle ground, and like I manage because I do digital marketing. I'm managing in marketing campaigns for Pro Traders Fund. You would have probably seen me annoying on your YouTube page.
100%.
Yes, and your social media and them thing there for Pro Traders Fund. But yeah, it's a thing where like it's a very charismatic person. It's a youth will really look out for people too, dog. If you're him dog, him look out for you. And at the same way me I try to do with my brethren them and them thing them I just know say, yo, you have to really give to the world, bro. You see me?
I mean, how I knew about Pajama is, we're dabbling at the forex market.
Mm.
As I said, I was in school, more I make money. I try different things. Finding yourself, finding different avenues. As I said, digital marketing, trading, and so forth. I mean, you might not do trading, but as I said, this is a whole like me get to come over and say, oh, we trade the same pair. GBP, JP, I'm not really trade now, I'm not active, but Bridging and show me say, oh, same trade the same pair, we can just view and see same make money and thing and
Mm.
along that lines and we start viewing content and thing. But with trading, everybody have to just find their ground.
Mm.
You can't look to a next man really for really find yourself. I mean, they
Yeah.
can inspire you. Them can teach you a thing or two of how to manage certain thing, how to manage your emotions, all of that. Because I feel like with just life within itself, bro, everything boils back down to emotions and just being emotionally intelligent, and trading have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
So being around him, like, you know, there was a lot of backlash. There was negativity at some point.
Mm.
I
Always on
know,
your eyes.
yeah. So I know your reason with him about a few of those stuff, like how like him channel him mind for like just blackout that, or how you channel your mind for blackout that people are saying, oh, you just try to take my money, or you just
Bro,
want to click your link, you just say these things for views. How you channel that?
bro, we are, you see, once they in the, look, once they in the limelight, once they on social media and I do your thing, you could always have people that doubt, right? I think that people are so arrogant. A lot of reasons why people do as well as they could. They're either stupid, arrogant, or lazy. So it's like arrogance come into play when you see persons on social media obviously doing better than you and are willing to help you, and then you're going to say, oh, this is a scam. So you think the person that have millions of dollars your $5, your little $5 in your bank account, your 10 grand in your bank account? Come on. People are trying to help you. And this is a part of marketing. You create value for people. If you think we want the money, maybe we want the money, but we want you to make money first to take. We don't want a little $5 and $10 in your bank account. Let us help you make money, and then you can pour back into us. Is that fair? Is
Yeah,
that fair?
makes sense.
People are ridiculous, right? But you know what? I can understand the skepticism because of the whole rampant scamming and those stuff. But you need to have an open mind to like make yourself be open to blessings. You see me I say? You can't have a closed mind and want to be successful, bro. And
Facts.
the next thing you ask how we deal with the backlash, dude, man like Pajama, I don't think this guy brain have space for that. Like I'm gonna tell you what my schedule is like.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is times 10, dog. You see, you work with that guy, you make you feel like you're not doing nothing, bro. And if you feel you work hard, just look on somebody else who do better than you, then you're gonna say, shit, I'm lazy as fuck. Although you are work hard, isn't me? There's always room for improvement. That's why you need a good circle of people around you, dog. We are gonna bring you up. We have similar minds and I work towards similar goals. Isn't me? I say none of us in the circle have space for like think about fuck. So yo, every month you have a fake page that pop up of me. Every month you have some weirdo trying to reach out, either me or the people around me, trying to be weird. But bro, when you have a lot of shit to do, you're not gonna sit down and meds them fucker the dog. You just push forward. You know what you do for the world, bro. You try to make people life better.
True.
So why would I sit down and worry about losers?
That makes sense.
Don't make no
You
sense, bro.
become a loser. But still, you kind of give them a little bit more insight as to creating the bank account. I want to watch a video,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm intrigued to hear because obviously I did it from overseas as a student. So I mean, you probably not gonna like full on, but you can tell them like certain little things they need, and then them can watch a video
Uh,
type thing.
all right, it's as simple as you have a lot of intermediaries. Like you have Wise, the app WISE, and you have Payoneer, Payoneer. So those would kind of work as a bank account, right? Those are virtual wallets. So you use Wise to do ACH transfers. How it work? I think with Wise you have an account number and a routing number, and you use it to transfer money from your bank account. So, um, I don't think them do business with Jamaica again, but I already did hook up my thing from before. And I have US bank accounts. It's very convenient for persons who do international transactions. So like transfer fees can really eat out the money. Payoneer and Wise made that a lot better. For Payoneer, what I use it for is when a client, I don't like PayPal because PayPal take too much transaction fees. What Payoneer does is it now go eat out your fee if you're receiving. The person who's sending you is going to be the one to bear it. So, for example, if I have a client overseas and I want money in my Scotia bank account, I just make them use it, I make them send it through Payoneer and I hook up my Scotia bank card to it. Boom. Tax free money. I mean, not tax free because you know you have to pay your taxes.
I mean, people love draw tax out of people.
Yeah,
You know,
but
live
the
America.
transaction fees are very low if you use Payoneer. And why is the transaction fees? They're just like a couple cents. So those are hacks. I know that people also use Remitly also. And you can also create a Stripe account to get money. Well, Stripe is a payment gateway. So if you own a business or let's say have a clothing store, whatever you have, Stripe is a good way to get online transactions. So you see, everybody will have online stores in Jamaica. A good way to collect payments on your Instagram store is instead of cash on delivery and all those outdated things, create a Stripe account. But to have a Stripe account, you're going to need your business registered in North America or Europe. And we
That's
can
a
help you with that.
that's a whole nother video, right?
We can help you with that. If you reach out to me, I can get that done for you. So yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, makes sense. You know, the whole client thing, you know, we know it's a good thing, but you know, the scammer them kind of put like a negative thing to it.
Connotation to clients.
Yeah. So it's just like when I'm on your client,
A
it's like
client is
no,
a recurring customer, guys. A client is a recurring customer.
yeah, you have to educate them because you know nobody deem me as a scammer and them thing.
They must think
As
I'm a
you say,
scammer because
ignorance.
well, I know
And them
I
say
must be a
ignorance is
scammer to
bliss.
these guys because I tell them how to make money every single day.
Yeah.
So according to the matches box brain people, that's a scam. That can't be real. The matches box brains, okay, guys, don't listen to anything I say
No,
because I'm a scammer and you know everything.
because what them moments is it too good to be true,
Too
you know.
good to be true. Remember what I told you guys earlier about you might think that Jamaica is small and there's no way out. What did I just tell you about getting a US bank account in Jamaica? Literally anything is possible. But you see, if you just go keep your brain in the matches box and keep your mind closed of the possibilities around you, you would have never known that. If you did just log off of this and say, scammer, you wouldn't have learned something new while ago.
Facts.
So open your mind up to possibilities. You need good people around you. You need a good source of information, which is myself and Quinn. And dog, your life can nice. You know what I mean?
All right, so I have a few questions I want to ask you, and we'll discuss a few things. And the first one is, what are the requirements to be a high volume man? Like, you know, in a modern society, there's this thing everybody a debate about who are high value men, and you know, females are go back and forth, and women now want this, and who can bring this to the table and so forth. So, as a male figure yourself, as a role model, you know, what are your thoughts and what you believe it takes to be a high volume man in our modern
In modern
society?
society, what it takes to be a high value man. I think above all else, you need to be very competent. You need to be respectable. You need to be competent at something. You need to be very respectable. Somebody that people can respect. Um, you need to be able. You need to provide security and comfort for the persons around you, right? Um, yeah, it actually take a lot, you know. But I think the first thing people need to focus on, which I said before, young men, they need to um first them need to just unlearn all of the toxic things that society put into. Because look at it this way. You see, if everything that society did teach you was right, Jamaica on a whole would have been a much better place. So you really need to understand that. If if every social construct that Jamaica did put towards you was right, then Jamaica on a whole would have been in a much better position. And you know what can put Jamaica in a much better position? if we had better male role models, right?
100%.
So I feel like the first step for any man if he want to have more value is to first go through the self-awareness phase.
Mm-hmm.
As we're talking about environment, we need to look at our environment and look at the people in our environment and look where they are. Where do you want to be? And sometimes you don't even realize how small you're thinking until you experience a lot because the world is huge. But you have the internet. You see me? It'd good if everybody they get for travel and see how everything is. But you really need to look in your environment and see where these people are. Are these people where you want to be? You need to evaluate that and you need to become more self-aware. And then you need to become very competent. You see me? I preach stoicism. Stoicism is something that you need to focus for those to your own research on. But essentially, whatever you would think are good, wholesome, traditional male values, emotional control, self awareness, self respect, respect for others around you, stoicism, right? So I'd advise every man to just learn about themselves, be very competent at something, and be able to really elevate the people them around you. You see me? Mm.
You touched upon the topic of having more male role models. I mean, there's a lot,
There's
but
a
we
lot.
just feel like say it's just the negativity that outweighs everything. So like, of course, there are male role models, but what are they role models for? Because role model
Mm.
don't necessarily mean say it's good.
That's
It
why I
can be
said.
bad.
That's why I said we need
You
more
know.
positive male role
Yeah.
models.
So like you know, as Jamaicans, we look towards, especially males, we look at mostly two things we kind of like for choose from our role models from, are either sports or entertainment.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
And the problem is,
Or violence, them
yeah,
look
yeah,
up to
yeah,
people that
because
are in violent.
especially in the garrison,
Yeah,
because what violence bring status,
yeah, that's true.
and it's not at even money, for the youth, the garrison youth, them like them bad man, they not make no money, bro.
Yeah, remember
Them
when we telling us
literally
earlier, people are motivated by money and status.
status.
Yeah, status
So
huge.
how, I mean, because I know so the government kind of shift the country towards a certain narrative,
Mm.
but they do try to help at times with these youths, but I
Mm.
feel like they help it kind of too late with some of them and their
Mm.
mindset. Because for example, they might have the heart program, where youth probably can go learn a skill, which
Mm.
is very valuable in a modern society. Having a skill will increase your value 100%, because you
Yeah.
can always scale a skill. You can make a whole lot more money from a skill,
Mm.
depending on how, as I say, if me have a skill right now, I can get you for sell my skill. I'm gonna make
Exactly.
100% more money.
Mm.
You get what I say? But what are some of the things you feel like we can do for change the narrative and like help youth in a certain environment to not just look towards an entertainer
Mm.
or somebody with the sports and kind of shift
Yeah.
for look upon them. Say I'm like you where where
Do different
promote
things.
business and so forth and a different lifestyle. And yeah, I get way more than with the entertainer or some sports people I do.
And scammers, 90%, 98%, 90% of scammers are poor and broke.
Literally.
Like literally broke. If you really look at how them even do the thing, they're literally just broke. Like scammers are not persons you need to look up to. Gangsters, they must look up to them. You see me? Although them a glorify them thing there right now, that's exactly where I was coming at from. Where you need to look in your environment and look at the people you look up to and look at the life them living, and you need to know, do you want this for yourself? How are they living? Are they comfortable? Where are they? Isn't it? You really need to take your brain out of the matches box, right? And him did he ask me, what them can do for like escape the matches box,
Or the Matrix.
escape the matches box. So you see, if you're in the matches box, bro, as I said, it's a process. So you're going to look at you need to be self-aware. You need to look at your environment and you need to look at yourself, know what you want for yourself, look at the environment and look at the people in the environment, how are they living, isn't it? And you need to just unlearn the fucker parts and then you need to relearn new wholesome and productive and healthy behaviors. Isn't it? So like you need to learn a skill, you need to like And schooling and education is different, you see me? So you need to learn something. You always anything you go do, if you go be successful, you need to learn. You need to be open to learning, have an open mind to learning. Whether you're going to learn graphic design, whether you're going to learn football, whether you're going to learn a trade, a skill, bro, you have to open your mind to learning. You need to be competent at what you do. You need to be very good at it. You see me? I recommend reading. One book that did really change my life forever is As a Man Thinketh by James Harden. Once you that it shows that a man is made or unmade by himself, and you're going to rise to your highest ambitions and fall to your lowest desires, isn't it? So it's that even go back to stoicism. You have to be self-aware, know yourself, know your environment, know what you want to do, be good at it. You use your skill, you leverage, get a network, and that's where the money will come, bro.
You spoke about the environment and knowing what they want and so forth. You have to look at it to say that as I said, them are glorified choppers, them are glorified these things. And what they're seeing is money, status, fame, girls, car. You know, them now see the deeper end as to the whole
Mm.
chopper lifestyle. So it's easy for them gravitate towards these things. So if me get up and like me hungry today, but when I look next to my neighbor, him is a chopper and he's a beamer pull up and foot him up KFC, girl are coming in with this. Him now make say yo, there's a phase where sometimes them money actually just do this like a one time thing and then hungry tomorrow.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's
that's
very
at
important.
that kind of trick no for the youth them, you know.
Yeah,
Because them feel like say, oh yeah, it's just all about status, money,
yeah,
you know, and not everybody I meant to say, even if them chop them, I meant to say, all right, how me can escape this and like go into a business instead of try to do this for the rest of my life.
cool.
You get the message. So I feel like I don't know.
All right, look, you see the 1% of chopper them actually make a money. You have to also realize that, all right, if you make a money today, as I say, you know, must make that consistently. So look at it this way: vast majority of Jamaican people probably making like $1 million, $1.5 million for the year. Let's say a chopper, well, let's say the small percentage of choppers in Jamaica, them get like a $1 million. You're seeing when them spend $1 million, but you're not seeing when them don't have it. So they might make $1 million today, and like 2 months from now, them gone back to square one. You see me I say? And like the kind of the pressure with society where the law enforcement they put on upon you, like spiritually, cause you have to go out do some kind of goose one them thing there. Just makes it. All of that effort, I know you. If you're going to be successful at anything, as I said, there's a lot of learning to do. The scammers that are really successful, the amount of things where them have to learn, my youth, I better you just go look at work, bro. You see me? If you're gonna really be successful, better you put it into a productive, you make productive use at that time, the dog. Because if you're going to be successful, you're going to have to learn a lot of stuff.
True.
And you're going to still have to invest money. You're going to have to invest the money, you're going to have to invest the time. But there's a lot of other things that you could do with that time and money that are going to allow you to live comfortably. And you have to look over your shoulder and them thing the dog. So I mean, as I said, every man have to really do them research into all of these things and know what is for them and what is not for them. You see me? Because me can say this all my like, and a man say, move your blood, move your bum buckler, dog. I chop in me say,
True.
that's up to you, dog.
True.
But may I tell you, there's a lot of different avenues.
All right. So what I want you to do now is like name a couple skill or a couple things that are non-traditional that the youth them can turn to instead of like directing them life to be chopping or whatever. Because as I say, it take time and effort. And the most successful choppers, like as I say, them put in a whole heap of time and effort.
In time, effort, money.
You get the
Yo,
message? So like how can they channel that same time and effort? Or what are some of the things that they can channel that same time and effort? I mean, obviously like skills and so for learning a skill. Like if you become an electrician, you can make so much money. You know, but you know, some people just don't like the fact say, oh, with them mafia do like regular jobs. But what are irregular jobs that like, you know, them can filter at the same time they into that can make them some money. As I say, did I say ECG?
UGC. It
UGC.
depends on a lot of things, but it really based on what you good at and who you are and everything. Because not everybody can be UGC because not everybody have the face for go up on camera. You see me? So I mean, but content creation is a good way to go. And no matter what business you do, creating good content and creating a good social media page to boost the content, to boost your product or your service is a very good thing. So content creation is a very, very good skill to have in 2024. Um, what else you can do? You can do trading. Trading is a very good skill to learn. I mean, it go take time and effort, but there's so many avenues that can make you profit from trading, because you have like prop firms like Pro Traders Fund, of course. Them give you the funding to make your trade. So let's say you need 5,000 US dollar to make $1 million Jamaican dollar in profit, for example. You can get access to that 5,000 US dollars by going to Pro Traders Fund and getting the funding. You can it's an evaluation process that you go through. Like you give them 59 US dollars, and that gives you access to their evaluation. And once you pass that evaluation, then they give you the funding, like the 5,000 US dollars, and you can get access to like 5,000 up to like 900,000 US dollar. And even in that system, you have courses and education and training that you can do to learn how to do it, or you also have persons that sell that will give you the signals to pass that evaluation. So it's just more, isn't it? To be honest, as some things you don't really need to know how to do it yourself. You just need to have a resourceful brain to know who knows how to do it, and you just use what money you do have to put it into the right resources to get the right returns. So I talk about trading, I talk about content creation. You have a lot of other stuff that you can do. Like, let me just give you some side hustles, right? So you have um some cool ones. Some persons sell domains, like domains on the internet, like www dot. You can literally buy a domain and then you can sell it back. I see a lot of persons do that. It's domain flipping. So, for example, I forgot look back on the websites that actually do it, or you can do your own research. But you can buy a domain, just YouTube domain flipping. YouTube that you can also do.
YouTube.
Oh yeah, you can do YouTube automation, faceless YouTube channels. You can do YouTube, so you don't ever have to put your face. If you don't have the face for like UGC or whatever, you can do YouTube automations. So that's just you using AI to generate scripts and so on and so forth, and just automate the YouTube process, isn't it? So people are making tens of thousands of US dollars from YouTube without ever showing them face. So that's one thing. People do virtual assistants. So if enough people do customer service like call center and them thing there, take the skills from call center and just do your own thing. You have freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, right? From on those platforms, you can whatever skill you have, let's say you do marketing, content creation, virtual assistants, you just make a post, you write about your skills, your resume, and then you can freelance work. So if me need a virtual assistant, for example, I did need one at one point. You can just I would find one on like Upwork or Fiverr, isn't it? So yeah, you can do a virtual assistant job because enough people work at call center. So that's very useful information. What else somebody from a call center could I learn off of the online? Um, Event planning, bro. There's a lot of stuff. Just go on my TikTok page, A76 underscore Abraham. You go see dozens and dozens of side hustles where you can do from your yard, bro, and make money.
Makes sense, makes sense. You name a lot of other stuff. As me say, if they're really serious, them can do their own research and stuff.
If you're serious,
Yeah.
yo, please don't message me and say, yo, what kind of side hustle me can do, bro? I cannot decide the future for you. I do so much already for free. I do so much already and showing you so dozens of side hustles. Do your due diligence and look up things, bro. And do your research. Don't come to me asking for a solution, brother. I prefer, and plus, if 100 people are come to me, I ask me these questions, I not can answer everybody. But people let me respond to are the people them where don't message me and just say hi, more make money online. No. It's people who say, yo, I try this and I try this don't work and this work. How can I improve this? Bro, you can see the man them put effort versus somebody just message you and say, hey, you think me, I go sit down with my packed schedule and respond to everybody who say, hey, waste of time. You see me?
Get to the point.
Get to your
So
point,
so
dog.
so teach them how they can create a message that you possibly reply to.
Good. Guys, let me tell you. You see, if you want to really get person's attention, like for example, well, I'm not gonna tell you my secrets, because if you want to know that, you can book a consultation. But if people, a lot of persons, why
Before you go no further, like what's the cost for book a consultation? Or is it
I
free?
just $75 dog. It's not a lot of money.
So what does it entail?
All right. So what I do, I break down your strengths, weaknesses, the opportunities, your threats. In the booking link, you're going to tell me what you want to you're booking the consultation for, and based on your objectives, I just, as I say, I do a SWOT analysis, and then we find out what works. I know what I say. You segment your passion versus what you're experiencing, what you're good at, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Then we kind of zone in, because enough people say they want to do this, that, that, that. But when you check it out, let's say somebody say they want to do travel content, but them actually good at makeup and styling. So instead of I show you, I help you more focus your competence and give you a direction on where to start. It depends on what person messing with, because suppose you already have a business and you just want to improve your marketing. I can
Scale.
create a marketing scale or grow your revenue. I can create a marketing strategy for you. Yeah, and I can tell you where your weaknesses are and what we can improve. But if you have no idea what you want to do and you see, when somebody book a consultation with me, that's how I know them actually serious about the growth. So I'm gonna really try to help you. And I've helped thousands of people. If you look on my page, I've got testimonial videos, right? Persons that make between 1,000 to 5,000 US dollars extra a month because I help them mind clear, I help them um, get them business in order. So it just depends on what you want, dog. Really and truly. But how you can get somebody attention now, whether you're doing a resume or is a message or you're doing an outreach, don't waste time saying hey. Or if you're gonna say hey, you need to get into the message. So look, let's say I want to outreach to a client, right? Somebody important, imagine they have a lot of other things to do today and they have dozens of persons just like you were sending in messages for the same opportunity. So if you want to get seen, you could start off with a hook, a verb, a hook. So the hook could be something to catch somebody's attention. So you just say you can start off with your portfolio, of course, and then you can say hey, this, that. All right, let me try to be very specific here. Let's say I make a post and say that I need a virtual assistant. Instead of messaging me and saying, hey, I'm interested or I'm interested or I want to be a virtual assistant, you could message me and say, um, I've worked for X amount of companies. I'm very competent at this. I have a lot of experience working in this field. I've done this for 5 years, and then this is the results that I've shown from X amount of companies that I've worked with. I'd love to help you build your scale your business and increase your revenue. Okay, yeah, let's do it that way. I'd love to help you. Hey, I know that you're looking for a virtual assistant. I've been a virtual assistant for 5 years, and I've helped X amount of companies scale by doing XYZ, and I'd love to share my expertise with you to help you grow. Portfolio link. Versus somebody that say, hey, I'm interested. Who you think I'm gonna get the job? You see me?
You have to put time and effort,
Yeah, time and effort. You see
detail.
me? Detailed, attention to detail. And you have to be competent. It goes back to that. Because if you have a track record of you winning, then I got more confidence say I go win. You see me?
Credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have to build up your credibility by doing your research, learning information.
Yo, and say you can pitch to somebody, bro. It reached a point where see if I want to work with a business, I always go in and feel like yo, we can win because the first thing I do is study that business. I look upon them socials, I look upon them website, I look at how well them doing, and I say them strengths and them weaknesses. And if I go to you with a pitch, I'm gonna tell you all the things. I'm gonna say, okay, hey, I see that you're doing great in that. I see that your objectives are to do this, that, and that. But you're probably losing tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars because you're not doing that, you're not doing that. Look, this is what I can do for you. I'm going to improve this, that I've experienced in that, and I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to help you grow.
Simple.
Simple as that, bro.
So follow up with that's a lot of information there, by the way. Credible information as well, because this is something you actually do. I have thousands of clients. They will make thousands of dollars. Rich. That is it. How do
I'm
you
a trying
go?
man.
No, you're not trying to do it.
Mhm.
Difference. There's a difference. So how? I mean, we have said a lot about YouTube, whatever. For a person that has a social media following and them have people attracted to them, how do one go about monetizing their social media?
Yeah.
I mean, TikTok is a in thing. Everybody I got live, I get gifts and so forth.
All
But
right.
beyond that,
All right. Yeah. Because one, you can go live and you can get gifts.
mm-hmm.
You have TikTok Creator Program. I think that's what they call it, TikTok Creator Program. Um, and them essentially give you the steps on how to monetize your social media. But another way how you can monetize the social media is by funneling, creating a sales funnel. Like enough influencers, them like wasting time on social media because even though you can get brand deals, TikTok is like it's easier to get famous than rich.
Facts.
Because like you can get enough people to see you, but also not everybody that have a lot of followers good to make money from their audience. Like say for example, you're a comedian, yeah, you can get a couple brand deals and those stuff, but what you do might not be the best to monetize for monetization purposes. Obviously, you have a lot of comedians that make it out and do some sensible. But like for example, there's something called like a social media operator. You have the operator and you have the creator. Now, if an operator reaches out to you, what they can do, they can build your sales funnel and they can build like your paid community. Those things make a lot of money from social media. That's how you can really monetize it, right? And but the best persons to go to really monetize is the person that create value for their followers. Because how it works is this. I'm not talking about it a scam, blah blah blah. This is the thing. As I said before, if we create value for our customers, right? So or followers, like if I teach you stuff, then you're going to be able to make money. Then you're going to be able to make me money. You see me? So it's a give and take. Versus somebody that have a social media and only run jokes, it's harder to monetize for them because it's not really viable. That you see me? So them might. So for example, if somebody make
Mm-hmm.
gym content is very saturated. First, you have to try hard to make the gym content um, eye catching. That's why enough people are successful on the gym content is some fit girls and a bare back way video them and make on them thing there, isn't it?
Literally,
And people not really going there for gym content.
80% of the time, 90% of the time, them a do legs and,
Isn't
and
it?
glutes.
But yeah, bro, like it would have harder for us to boom and monetize her audience. That's why it's enough for them to do like OnlyFans. Yeah. But
It kind of tying hand in
yeah,
hand because if, as you said, the people that are watching, they're not watching for, as you said, the gym.
value.
You get
Is me?
no value. Them actually are watch because you have perverts,
Yeah.
you have man who just really likes them thing,
Yeah. So
and him not go beyond that. So going beyond would probably, as I said, be a OnlyFans. He probably
yeah.
fantasize about seeing her naked.
Let me give you some free advice. So if you have a significant following on social media, you need to create a product, right? So you need to create a product to monetize the audience from. So that's why it's enough person like, for example, somebody that go to the gym, a gym influencer. If you get any measure of success as a gym influencer, you already did a significant portion of the work. Now you need a product. So like for example,
A physical product.
you can have a product or a service. So I just use the word product, but yeah, you can have a physical product like protein shake, for example, merchandising, or you can create a service. I prefer services because I don't really like the having products and the logistics. I like controlling all of the factors. You know, I trust myself so much. I'm competent at me rather just do the talking and just do it. And I know say if you ask me to do this, we can do it. I may have to go to a third party for a product and blah
Makes
blah blah.
sense.
But yeah, You get a product or a service, and then that's one way you monetize it. Paid communities, funneling. And if you want to know about funneling, you can do your due diligence or you can get me to do it. If you want to know about paid communities, you can do your due diligence or you can get me to do it. Consultation,
$75.
$75.
Just 75.
You know what I always realize? I know I post something on social media today, on Instagram. I poll, ask persons, would you pay 12 grand if it could make you, would you spend 12 grand if it could make you 100K next month? Persons are like, yeah. That's a fucking lie.
$75.
Bro, 75, yo, it's most persons them reach out to me. No, I want to learn this song, blah, blah, blah.
$75. 12 grand, right?
And them like, I'm not have it, I have to link you back next month. Yo, man, they breeze live with me. If me and you all look the same girl, and you tell her, say, yo, next month, in a month, me do something for you. But me tell her, say, yo, me can do something for you right now. You hear no do? All right, come make it do. So if me want you, me I go make sure, say, yo, everything in place so it can happen. Who you think I go get the girl? Obviously fucking me, right? So treat business like a bad bitch, right? You have to be ready right now for make things happen. The longer you take action, the less likely it will be to succeed. And the more work you have to go put in later. Because if you want a bad bitch and you not really communicate with her good, communication will go fall off and she'll go pass because somebody else go ready right now for the way you now do. $75.
All right, so still a stay on the topic of money. As you say, you filter to. I mean, I think you basically answered this question already about you traveling through different 9 to 5s and you using your customer service skills, your sales skills, merging them in order to create something for yourself and making money outside of a 9 to 5. But just some concise, how can one use their 9 to 5 to build their future?
Yeah, first off, I think a 9 to 5 is a tool. Unless it's a career and not a job for you, a 9 to 5 should be a tool. Because watch here. It's the 9 to 5 that you have what you want to do, because it's enough job, it's easy to get comfortable, That's why enough people are unhappy. Because you get an X amount of money secure every month, and the job is not bad, is pay is good enough to keep you coming back, but the job is not good enough to keep you emotionally invested. You see me? So what I advise persons to do, what do you really, what you're passionate about last, but what you're competent at, what you see yourself doing for 10 years, what you're interested in getting into. And then you use the skills that you learn from your 9 to 5. For example, if you want to quit your job and do something else with your life. First, you have to do your job and make sure you put on money. Say, yo, okay, if you're going to take this venture, say, yo, if you put on money, if you take this venture, you're good. A matter of fact, I never tell you guys this part, but you see when I did fly out for go work, like, I did spend my last money. That was like my last money. So you have to also bet on yourself and take a risk. Like, even when I was at my 9 to 5, I did have some money put down, but like, I did kind of make a gamble on myself and like, I just did invest in equipment that I need. And then like, I make $1 million that month there, and then we just stop going my job. I never just stop going my job, but we resign.
So you bet for yourself.
Bet for myself.
With your loss at the time. And you reap the rewards basically.
That's why when somebody said they want a result and them say, oh, me not the money, okay, $75.
You don't really want the result.
They don't really want the result, bro. I say, okay. Bro, if you can make, that's why I asked if you could have make $100,000 next month from investing $12,000 today, would you do it? Most of you are not going to fucking do it. Or rather spend that same fucking money, go drink rum, or go get out to the money, or braff out to the money, and say, and then if a business and productive things, when it broke, and you wonder why the fuck your life is shit. Made that. No, now look at this. I want you to really understand this. For men that are like over the age of 25, particularly if you're 30 and over, No one gives a fuck and is going to invest their fucking time and money into building you because people already see what you did with your own fucking time and money. So why somebody else are going to pour into a sinking ship? Bro, if you are a man, if you're a black man over the age of 30 and you look around, oh fuck, life is shit. You're going to have to spend to catch up because you have less time and your learning curve is steep. You need to flatten the fucking learning curve. So how are you going to do that? You need a mentor. How are you going to get a mentor? Because no one gives a fuck about me. You're going to have to pay for the fucking time. $75.
The 75.99.
Matter of fact, for all the man them we come for waste time, $100. A joke, a $75.
You can't give them a code, man, from the coin top, man. You give them for have 70, man. What do you think?
If you message me, you see if you book a consultation and say Coin Talk, you get 30% off.
Believe. Check it now.
So
Coin talk.
under the calendar link, if you book a consultation with me, say Coin Talk 30. Coin Talk 30 is the code. Say Coin Talk 30, you get 30% off. Because
Right
you mean
now.
business.
Yeah, and we are change life out here. Because we are change the mindset. And the mindset changing start with you. So you have to make the first step.
I just want to say this one more time. If you're a man, if you're a black man over the age of 30, you're going and you look around and your life is shit, you don't even have $1 million in your name, you're behind. No one is going to look at you and give you a handout. You're going to need to catch up. How are you going to catch up? You need to learn. There are things that you need to learn. Because if you've been doing the same thing over your 30 years of life and the results are where you are now, and you know that you want to be in a better position, you need to try something new, or you need to learn more, you need to expand. You need a mentor, you need to learn skills, you need to be open to education. And no one is going to give you for free because no one has fucking time to waste, right? So you need to pay for your education and your skills and mentorship. Invest in your future and it will pour back into you, bro. Believe. Your hope is not lost, but it is bleak. So you need to catch up, bro.
Yeah. So $75, 12,000 Jamaican dollars.
Less than 12,000. Actually, 11,000.
Well, it's gonna be less than that because
and it could be less than that. Coin Talk
Coin
30.
Talk 30. So but even not gonna further, Coin Talk 30. 12,000. What 30% of 12,000? You do the math.
Yeah, you want to do the maths.
Yeah.
That's the first homework.
Yeah. We are gonna know if you're serious. Just get the money. We're active. Respect again. We have more video for doing. Me and Bram have more. I have a lot more questions, but I want to keep the video, on a level so that I don't want to overwhelm the people with too much information.
Bro, I gave you so much information. If you can't take that information and change your life, you don't want it.
Believe. I strongly believe that. Strongly believe that. So respect again, bro. It was a good talk and we are signing out.